Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. See these? Those are my farewell glasses. Today is my last day here at the old Place to Heal, and I'm moving upward and onward. You know, when I first started YouTube, I did it not so much to help people to heal. That's what it turned into. But it was more for it was a journey that I was documenting for my grandchildren because I knew that I was dying. And I know I look like poo today because I've been here cleaning this house all day. And we have to turn it over first thing in the morning. So I wanted to take you, because some of you have followed me through this journey that I was documenting. And I wanted to take you guys through this journey of the house, because some of you has been following me that long. In case you're wondering about the finger, I was doing some last minute fixing and I ended up taking off the top of my finger, and it's bleeding pretty bad. And I don't have any band-aids here because we've already packed up everything. So this is what it's gonna have to be till I can get to it. All right, so some of you saw the old video, and I'm actually going to put a link below it in case you want to see the before and afters. One of the reasons that nobody wanted to buy this house, and I actually got it for so cheap, is because of that up there. The HVAC was exposed when I moved into the house, so we actually had to completely cover that, so you would not see the HVAC going through the middle of the house. A lot of people actually did not bid on the house and did not want the house because of that. All right, so this was the master bedroom. It's been completely remodeled. Let me get out of the way here. It's been completely remodeled, and if you guys remember, this actually used to be the pink flamingo bedroom, which was a nightmare to sleep in the first night because I couldn't even get any sleep. This actually is the bathroom, and what I ended up doing was I did the French doors. Right, so I did the French doors with the mirrors, which is something that I got off of what's that one website that has Pinterest? I got it off of Pinterest, and it actually turned out really nice. And then I redid this whole wall, redid the whole wall, and it actually, we put all the wood and everything. This was a whole beach theme. And this, if you guys remember when I first shot, it was actually a shower, and I removed the shower, and now it's storage. And then we did the whole little spot for the bathroom, and then we did the sit-in bathtub, because yes, I know it's a grand bathroom, but you need a grand bathroom if you're gonna do enemas. All right, so in the living room, this is the one that took me the most, because on the ceiling, they had shot that popcorn texture. So I actually had to scrape every last bit of popcorn off the ceiling, and we had to smooth wall the ceiling, which was a real pain in the butt. And then every last bit of the actual texture on the wall was all done by hand. If you know anything about drywall, I actually used a sea sponge, and I had to actually dip it in semi-wet drywall mud, and then I just used the sea sponge to put it up there, and after it was dry for 3 or 4 minutes, I did the knockdown. So everything, all the texture on all the walls in this house were actually done by hand. And we installed the new ceiling fan. And if you recall, the fireplace was in like an ugly brown, and it was actually transferred and made white. The kitchen, I did a lot of videos in the kitchen, and you guys know this kitchen just got completely, it got a total complete remodel. From the refrigerator to the stove, to the dishwasher, to all the cabinets, to the backsplash, everything got redone, including the floors. The floors were all put in. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll actually see the before and afters of the floor. And all brand new light fixtures were actually installed because they had like 1970s light fixtures in here. And this was the bedroom where the little boy, I told the story of the little boy. This bedroom was a real ugly, dark blue, and it smelled of medication because he was on medication, and during escrow, he actually passed away. So I wanted to do something special with this bedroom. So the walls are called Stormy Skies because as I sat in here, I actually felt the storm brewing, if that makes some sense. And I decided to do the Stormy Skies, and this was actually my office, and I kept all my herbs in here as a tribute to him because he was so sick in here. I thought maybe we should do some healing in here. And next is the small bathroom. The small bathroom actually got a complete makeover with all brand new sink and mirrors and wall texture and the whole bit. And then we have bedroom number 2. If you remember, or bedroom number 3, I should say. If you remember this bedroom was the one that had all the horrible stickers all over the place. There were stickers on the ceiling, there were stickers on the wall, there were stickers. It took me almost 3 weeks to get all the stickers off the wall and the doors and the ceiling. I mean, this room was trashed. It was pretty bad. And I wanted something peachy in here to give it a little brightness. So the next thing we did was the laundry room. And when I think of the laundry room, I always think of something real yellow and bright and clean. So we ended up doing a canary yellow in here and putting the sign up. And now I'm going to show you guys. I still kept the door. I want to show you guys because this is the reason that I decided to sell. This is the reason I decided to buy the home and the reason I decided to actually sell the home also. So this is the backyard. So if you guys remember, there used to be a fence. Let me clip this real quick. There used to be a fence right along right here.
In front of the tree.
Right in front of the tree because she had it sectioned off. And we ended up taking that fence off, and then come to find out I had like all this land and it kind of got crazy. And so we ended up putting I ended up putting the fence up. Yes, I did it all myself. It took me all summer to put up the fence, and it's 350 feet of fence, believe it or not, that was put up. And because I had people that were riding fifth wheelers and stuff and four wheelers and everything else back here because they didn't know that this was my property. So after that happened, it got to the point where it was really bad because as you can see, all these trees, if you'll follow me out here, if you look forward, if you look right straight ahead, all those little tree trunks that you see, those are little elms. And those things produce at a rate that you would not believe. And it get to the point where I was weed eating. Well, you can see it, all the green that's starting along the edges. It was getting to the point where I was spending my entire summers weed eating and 3 hours of mowing and cutting those trees and cutting that tree and keeping that tree clean. And it just got to the point where I said, no more. So it also, now mind you, the reason that I wanted to buy this property in the first place was because there was supposed to be a huge garden right here. I was going to do an enclosed garden, and back here there was supposed to be a second building for a place to heal, but then I found out because of the laws and stuff I can't do that here. So I ended up with like all this land and yeah, so there you go. So it just gets crazy, but it is beautiful. So there's this today we've got about another 20 minutes here. We got about another 20 minutes here, and then we got to turn the property over. And I'm not wearing my mic, so if you stand too far, you're not going to be able to hear me at all. So today, anyway, today is like, it's kind of a bittersweet for me because, you know, I spent 5 years here and I had some dreams for this property and everything else. And, you know, I got my grandkids here and I was able to heal here. And so there was a lot of hopes and a lot of dreams and everything else that came with this property. And, you know, in a way, there's like part of me is so happy that I'm letting go of this property. I love my new house. The new house is it's a bigger house, smaller yard, and I'm actually going to have a garden. I spent last summer building that thing. So, let me shut the door. Go ahead, because I'm gonna lock the door. We're gonna start heading on our way out. So, you guys are taking this last final walk with me. Make sure all the lights are out for them. Make sure I lock everything up. And we are going to sign escrow papers at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the house is completely cleaned. Floors have been waxed. Walls have been cleaned and everything. And there you go. So I told you guys that I was gonna do some YouTube videos, some follow-ups, because I want to keep this account current. I'm just not going to be doing the health videos anymore. You know, I appreciate everybody that's followed me on this journey. I appreciate everyone that's following me on Facebook, that's following me on Instagram, that followed me over to my paid platform. It's $25 membership to continue the health videos. And you know, that was a choice that I ended up making, which I don't regret. I got a lot of, I mean, I got as far as death threats. And, you know, how dare you, and how dare you charge, and, you know, oh yeah, she's gouging people at $20 a month. And I think that a lot of my followers don't understand that, you know, there was a time when I was just sharing my journey. And during that journey, I ended up getting licensed and certified and everything else. And now it's a full-blown business, and I do have to pay taxes on it, and I'm able to do, you know, consultations. And that's where I'm taking this. You know, my next business, my next house is actually gonna have an area for my business, and where I can do physical consultations, and it's also gonna have a gym. So I can actually train there and train other people there. So, you know, it's kind of nice because I'm still doing the trampoline classes. So, you know, that was nice. So I do, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for following my journey and, you know, where it's taken me. And I have noticed, you know, I don't think anybody's stupid in this industry. And I have noticed that I lost over 400 followers in the last month. Here on YouTube, and that's all right, because the 40 or 50 followers that have followed me onto my paid platform, you know, are ever so special to me. They're definitely getting the benefits because I'm sharing everything with them. And I have noticed the 300 to 400 that I lost here on YouTube, a lot of them were the exact same people that were blowing up my phone during the holidays and asking me to help them with their cousins and their aunts and their uncles and their grandkids, and their, you know, my husband has this and my wife has that and my sister's dying of this. And, you know, it was the exact same people that, you know, that were waking me up in the middle of the night needing help, are the exact same ones that were the first ones to bail out. So I think in life we learn some lessons, and we're taught who the people are that really care about us, who the ones are that really support us, that really cared all along. And that's where I'm gonna leave this, because I'm headed out the door. We are done here. And everything is nice and clean. And as I said, this is it for me. And so I always, every time I do this, especially, I think I've done it twice already, and every time I do this, I think of, his name is Brett, and he's at Vitality Massage on YouTube, and some of you guys might know him. And I always remember him leaving the house, but he always leaves the little wind chimes, and he always takes the little wind chimes with him when he's done. And I don't have a ritual at all, except maybe my phone is on the counter. So I don't want to leave my phone. All right. Thank you, everyone, for viewing. Thank you for catching up. Thank you for allowing me to share this journey with you, the end of this part of my journey. And I'm kind of looking forward to sharing, you know, the next part of my journey with you, because something tells me that the next part is going to be just as awesome as the one that got left behind. All right. Stay happy, stay healthy, and love. And as always, please respect one another. Always respect one another. All right. Bye-bye.